Hello everyone, welcome to Bioscholars Academy of Learning. Today's topic is a very interesting topic, that is vaccine. So they say vaccine is going to save life, but I'm not going to talk anything about your COVID vaccines. I'm going to talk in general about vaccines and how they have been useful over the years. So what do vaccines actually do? They are going to boost your immunity. Okay, they are not medicines, they are not drugs, but they are things that are going to boost your immunity. So we will see what is it in detail. So who was the first scientist who discovered vaccine? It was Edward Jenner. So what did he do? He observed that a person who had suffered from cowpox did not suffer from a disease called smallpox. So what he did was he took the sample, that is lesion sample, from a cowpox affected person and introduced into another person, okay, another boy. So what he observed was the boy developed symptoms which were not very severe, but later on he developed an immunity against that particular virus, that is your smallpox virus. How did he check it? He later introduced the smallpox lesion into the person, into the boy. The boy did not develop any symptoms. Okay, so this is how the whole idea of vaccination came into picture. And now smallpox is officially eradicated from the whole world. Similarly, polio. Polio is one such very deadly disease. Okay, and in India itself there were so many kids who were affected from polio. But with the advent of polio vaccine, you have seen that the polio cases have been declining. And the last polio case or polio positive was seen in 2011. So we can almost say India is polio free. How was it all possible? Because of the vaccines. Okay, how does a vaccine actually work? So vaccine is going to boost your immunity. That is what people generally say. How is it going to boost your immunity? See, every pathogen will have two components. One is immune response eliciting component. Other one is your symptoms or disease causing component. So in vaccines, what happens is only the immune response causing component would be injected into your system. So what happens? There will be immune response, but usually there will be no symptoms. Okay, at least there will be no symptoms. So what is this immune response which I am talking about? So what happens whenever a pathogen enters, the B cells gets activated, okay, they get differentiated into plasma cells which generate antibodies, which produce antibodies against that particular disease. Along with antibodies, they also produce something called as memory B cells. The best thing about immunity in us is they have something called as memory. So next time when the same pathogen is going to enter, the time of response will be pretty quick, and that is what is your vaccination is helping in. There are many types of vaccines. The first one is live attenuated vaccine. They are alive or attenuated. Attenuated means they are partially killed. Okay, example is MMR. MMR is a vaccine for 3 viruses, that is mumps, measles and rubella. The other one is rotavirus. Next one, inactivated killed. Few viruses are inactivated, or few bacteria are inactivated, or they are killed. Okay. Example is polio and influenza. So polio is given both in oral and injection type. Next you have toxide. What is this toxide? Sometimes, say for example, your tetanus, okay. Tetanus, the bacteria it's caused by a bacteria called Clostridium tetani. The bacteria is itself not going to cause the disease. The bacteria is going to produce a toxin, and that toxin is going to produce the disease or symptoms, okay. So in case of this toxide vaccines, the inactivated toxin is given as vaccines, okay. Example is diphtheria and tetanus. The last one is subunit or conjugate. So what is subunit vaccine? It's a part of the pathogen that is given as vaccine. Say for example, your hepatitis B vaccine. Sometimes you have your DNA vaccine. You also have your RNA vaccine. Okay, and you also have conjugate vaccines. So conjugate vaccines is again you introduce a carrier protein along with the subunit. Okay, so that will enhance your immune response. So this is all about vaccination. Vaccines do save life. They have saved a lot of lives in the past. We will believe it will save a lot of lives now and in the future also. So this is all about vaccines. Thank you. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos.